What's going on?
I think Terrance feels betrayed, bro.
No, it's just one of those things. It's like I don't know.
Tell him how you feel, Terrance.
Getting a little tired of the excuses here, Lloyd. That's all I'm saying, man. It's like every week something changes. It's like, oh, I'm on a call this week. Oh, I'm on a call that week. Oh, I got, a meeting here and a Zoom there. And then what? Today was you had to shampoo your hair because, you needed to do some conditioner for your new avatar or something. Like, Lloyd, the fuck, guy?
Let me know when you're done.
You don't like this podcast no more?
With it. That's why I'm mad with it. With it. That's why I'm mad with it. Straight out the trap with it. Whatever you want, whatever you
Boy's
need.
just acting like he said. He doesn't really matter with it.
Professionally, we can start the show.
That's why I'm mad with it.
That's where I'm at. Okay, you chasing clout? Oh no way.
Who lets Terrance cold rant on the cold open?
You do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to Get in Trouble podcast. Your boy Eddie Liles, Terrance G. Lloyd Lee is in the building. Yo, what is this? I don't know what's happening. Yo, these two are bickering because Lloyd now has 85 fucking things to do on one day.
85 things.
85 fucking
and
things.
And we're the last possible.
And we're the last result.
Always
we're the most popular, but we're the last one.
When we're done with this one, I have another one. But I don't get off early because I'm here.
I'm so cool.
I love you guys.
Oh, I'm on time demand. My entire Monday's booked with podcasts. Poor me.
So sad, Lloyd. That's crazy, man.
I love you guys. Stop.
No. It's fine, Lloyd. It's fine, Lloyd. You hurt Terrance's feelings, bro.
Yeah.
I've looked at his TikTok. It's not that difficult to hurt his feelings. Every other one is him crying about his feelings.
That's
about
true.
His feelings.
That's true. Number one. Number two,
baby.
What's Mandarin for? Fuck you, buddy.
I don't know. Ask John Cena. I don't speak
Mandarin.
I
was going to say.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say. Lloyd Lee doesn't speak Mandarin. I love every time, like, some people will be like,
John Cena knows.
Do you like rock with Asian people? I'm like, yeah, one of my closest friends is Asian. And like, is he from like China? And I was like, he's from America, but he's Chinese. Like, he's Chinese descent. It's like, oh, so he speaks Mandarin. I was like, no.
And even
because I was doing the joke, I was doing the nigga joke.
Yeah, like, oh, we know where you got that joke from. It has to have been from him,
right? I was like, no, he doesn't speak
somebody did ask me about that joke of yours, and they're like, "Is it because you just dropped the N-word, and that is Eddie's way of like justifying not beating you up about it?" And I was like, "No."
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious, bro.
Because the people are like, oh, no, you drop the N-word all the time, and that's just Eddie's way of, like, compartmentalizing it. And I'm like, no, that's his joke. That's his joke, bro.
Why do people, like, why do we do that, yo? Like, we move off other people's jokes to, like, it has to be a reason why you did that. Has to. Like, nah, bro, we had a conversation on a podcast, and then I went out that night, and I made a joke out of it. Like, shit happens sometimes.
I mean, and if people don't know, I think that's the reason why we do podcast, like us or me specifically. Yeah. There's the reason why I do podcasts. It allows me to talk and flesh things out and go, oh, I got something there, and then write it down and make it a joke.
It allows you to show people that you're a smart Asian.
I think for me, it allows me to stay on topic more. It's forced me to think more on topic and be more present in like whatever the discussion, the debate, the whatever is, and it's made me a better orator in the process. So,
is that how you make it all that money? Is that how you make it all that?
Y'all, this Skrilla I'm not swimming in.
I do it to show that I'm smart. That's all I do it for. I just want to be able to put out and be like, smart, hey, bitches. Hey, bitches. Hey, so what? I'm getting better at it, ain't I?
I just like it. We're like, what, episode 108 and you still can't spell?
It's like 125. I just want to make sure you know that. Yeah, it's like 120 something, bro.
I was looking at it on Apple. It only had 108.
I think Apple didn't catch all of them. That's why. All that fucking loading, disloading, all that like moving around and shit.
Yeah.
But I know
but not only that, like once a lot of times I know I've lost a couple episodes, like when I applied and when I got accepted. It was like
yeah.
After I got accepted, then they counted that as like 1, but I was already 9-10 episodes in.
Yeah. I think we taped. I think we taped over 140, but I think 122 is that. I think 122 is on the website.
Yeah, there's a couple dead in the water. Couple
shots at the dark, and you're just like, yeah, probably shouldn't. Probably not gonna release that one. I don't think I'm gonna release that one at all.
There's all the choppy video ones. There's all the choppy audio ones.
Yeah.
Then there's the ones that
somebody just came to me and was like, "Hey, did y'all record y'all shit from your cell phone?" I was like, "What?" It was like it sounded like it was from a cell phone. I was like, "No," and I think it was because somebody that we had on had a cell phone.
Right.
It's like, yeah, like that's the one thing that we would like. I was thinking about trying to like move towards is like sending out like packets, like, all right, interview packets, like, all right, here's like a simple mic, or here's some headphones that can plug into your phone. Yeah, dead ass, bro. Like, so I found somebody else who does this shit. This is not even a joke. Like, they take I'm about to tell you, he's like, no. So listen, they got like, she said the packet costs probably like $30 or something like that. She has a shitty mic that they send out, and then like it's headphones, and it goes right into the, like, if somebody's using a phone, if they don't have a computer, it goes right into their phone, and then a halo light that goes over top of the camera. And then, like, you know what I'm saying, like, everybody has their own joint. Like, they just gotta tell you what they're gonna use on the podcast, and they send it out like 2-3 weeks early, like, you know what I'm saying, and then they get them to send it back.
I feel like we are just going to be the supporting founding members of a shit ton of podcasts, just because no one's gonna send that shit back.
Yeah.
No. That's why you just don't deal with people that you don't think will send the shit back until we get a studio.
No, I think I trust everybody. I think everyone has the intentions of sending it back.
Right.
But we're comics. There's a reason why we're comics. There's a reason why a lot of people are not going to be successful. There's a lot of reasons why people aren't going to be successful in comedy because they can't follow up.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But that's the thing, though, right? Like, say we get a studio. Say we get a studio here, and like in DC, Terrance gets it like a little small joint, or I don't know if he's willing to use his house at all.
Yeah,
or you use like one of the little podcast centers that's out in Vegas, like boom, and then we just have everybody meet us there. If they can't, then it's like, all right, listen, we're gonna have you on the podcast, but give you a heads up, like we need our equipment back, like, or you're not gonna be able to do the like, bro, like. I don't know, man. Like, going up New York. Me and you, we all talked about New York. New York was fucking fun as shit with Frankie French.
Frankie,
but the professionalism was just different, bro. Every time I go up New York, like the professionalism, I just like you can feel the difference in it.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like you have like for us, it's like, did I just freeze?
Oh, no.
So like you have Baltimore, then you have DC, and then it's like New York, and it's like that's the level of professional. I don't know. I just had somebody in Baltimore take one of the flyers I made for them, and then use on another show. So swear to God, swear to God,
just literally duct tape, digital duct tape to the
no, deadass.
Yeah,
not bro. I'll send it to you, bro. I'll send it to you off air. Like nigga, like literally took one of the flyers that I made, cropped that bitch, and sent it to another producer. And then so I wake up this morning on Facebook and just see a picture of one of my flyers. Like, I'm like, hold up, that's not my show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm like, I use that flyer.
That looks a little familiar.
Yeah, I still use I'm currently using that flyer, bro. So like, I just see the flyer. I'm like,
I mean, I've always told you guys, make your own flyers. Never fucking rely on the flyer of the venue or whoever. It's like, make your own flyer. So when people see that shit, they go, oh, it's you. We know what to expect from you. And it only takes a few minutes. But have you seen some of these horrible flyers? It's like, why would I?
I love going on bad flyers, bro. I love going on that drink. I swear to God, I do. I love that group.
Sometimes I'm like, I'll take a pay cut to not be on your flyer.
Just let me be part of the and friends deal.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that we were talking about is motherfuckers don't have headshots to go on flyers.
No, like I was saying that to somebody. We were sitting there talking about comedy, and I was talking about headshots specifically, and I was like, it's so appalling to see people post selfies from their vehicle and stuff on comedy flyers, and it's like if I can't look at this and think that you take this seriously, there's no way I'm spending money to go to a place that you're at thinking that you're going to be any kind of good at this, because you don't take that seriously.
If you have an iPhone and you send me a shitty quality flyer, bro.
Period.
Dog, like I'm being so like that shit is so annoying, son.
Period.
Like
do you not have friends? A friend to
just
take
a
a picture of you,
bro,
with your own iPhone.
Oh, comics do not have hand. Dog, it's like, listen, I understand it, right? If you're not making a lot of money, that's one thing, and I get it, right? But if you're a person who's like struggling, especially with this pandemic shit, you struggling through, get it. All right, cool. With that being said,
stop crying.
No. If you've been doing comedy longer than 5 years, bro,
crying about it.
No. I've seen people who've done comedy for more than 5 years, and don't have headshots. Like literally don't have quality headshots.
Revenue over the pandemic. Stop crying about it. I just wanted to be an asshole.
Yo, shut your conservative ass up, bro.
I wanted to be an asshole. Let me be an asshole.
That middle America bullshit. Still playing about it.
Yeah, goddamn right. I mean,
especially with your phone.
I don't actually believe that. It just felt good to say that.
You spend $1,000 on your cell phone. You're paying $30, $40 a month on your cell phone just to finance it. $40 a month. And you can't get a person to take a photo of you without sunglasses on, with not in your car. Like, how is that?
It's bad, bro. It's really bad.
Like, it's
bro.
really not even that hard to find a neutral painted wall somewhere.
But no, you know
and
what
they
it
just
is?
take a quick selfie.
This is what it is, bro. This is what it is. What it boils down to is every person who makes flyers had to like adapt for all these motherfuckers who won't get headshots and shit. And so then we use that shit, and then these fuck nuts are like, oh, I don't need to update that shit because everybody's using it. Yeah, like it's like, dude, like it's the thought on the process on the shit is so fucked up.
Wait a minute, what's worse?
I need you motherfuckers with better flyers, bro.
What's worse?
I mean, with better pictures.
Somebody without a headshot or somebody with a headshot from like 30 years ago?
I'd rather a person from 30 years ago, bro. Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't know, man. I take the no headshot.
Yeah, I know.
It's black and white. You have to mail it to me.
When you see it in black and white, and then you're like, okay, I kind of like, I've never seen this person before.
But most people's headshots don't change that drastically. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Their headshots might not, but their face and body shape sure as shit do.
I'm not mad at you on that. I'm not mad, but that's for like, I'll say that. Listen, I'll be honest with you. More for like actors and shit like that, like where you're getting casted into a role. Like
keep the updated ones.
You gotta update a little bit more. Like for comics, if you got a headshot, bro. I mean, I personally, to be honest with you, I think you should probably get headshots like every 6 months. That's just me. Now everybody can. That's what I'm saying. Not everybody can afford that every 6 months, bro. Not every 6 months. Like and just on a limited fact that it's content, bro, and that's what people don't get. Like you sometimes like these motherfuckers will go. I've seen motherfuckers who have Instagram who gone out of their way to do Instagram videos, bought equipment for Instagram videos, paid for editing for Instagram videos, but don't have headshots. That doesn't make sense. Like you get what I'm saying? Like not everybody can afford it.
That's like your resume. That's your snapshot of you. Like
that is so when you start a business, any business, I'm going to open a store, right?
Right.
It doesn't matter what you sell, but I have to have a business name. I have to have a storefront. I have to have merchandise. It's all the cost of doing business, and having your headshot, no matter what the investment is, free to $1,000 per session. That is just part of business.
The game. Yeah.
Go to
That's JC how you operate. Penny's. That's operating cost.
JC Penney's will give you headshots for cheap.
Bro, you do understand that it's a tax write-off?
Yeah.
It's a tax write-off, bro.
All of that.
It's part of our business. And people still don't have it. So like it's weird, bro. It's very weird.
I think it's just so for me. I'll tell you, I've got a very long hatred for headshots because I started acting in the '90s, and
damn, you old as shit.
Yeah. Back when it was black and white. Back when they would cast you based off of your headshot.
Crack. Am I right?
Yeah. That's why you put on so much makeup, Terrance.
There was nothing that rhymed with Asians to be like black don't.
Look, hold on.
I'm actually dark. I'm as dark as Eddie. I just wear a lot of foundation. We have the same nose.
We do though.
It does come down to a point in everything. You guys got like a little spade shovel, just.
Eddie,
I like it.
Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Hold on.
Yeah, I see it.
Just trying to get the ratio
it,
right,
bro. Dude, listen. I've been told you. You know what? I'm not even gonna go down this path because I'm gonna get in trouble.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I want to see what's on your heart. Eddie. What word are you gonna drop?
Say that. Say I don't look like Lloyd.
I knew he was gonna go there. He just did that without saying the word. You bastard.
Say I don't look like Lloyd. Dude, first off, date an Asian, and she said it. So not my fault.
I'm not that Asian, though. By the way,
there we
Asian
go.
you are dating is not me.
Yeah, buddy.
I want to throw that out there.
Buddy.
Just
you got to learn that card don't work everywhere. It's not recognized by every
I'm just saying,
group.
I can't
Asian
say
people.
it. I can't say it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can call you guys niggas. Y'all can't call me one. Like she can say it. I can't say it.
You ever see the movie Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito?
Yes.
Yeah.
Guess which was which?
Yes.
If we were in the movies, who would be who?
Yes.
True.
But if anyone calls you Danny DeVito, I swear to God, I'll beat them up.
DeVito. I think I'm Danny DeVito, bro. I think I'm Danny DeVito in the movie. Yo, he was so angry. And Arnold was just so nice.
Yeah, Arnold was pregnant. He had estrogen flowing through him.
What?
Is that the same movie?
Yeah, I don't know if that's
twins, right? No, never mind. I was thinking Junior. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Way to fuck it up, white guy.
Yeah.
Way to fuck it up.
My movie reference was messed up.
So I will say, going back to my story, I will say that the stress that I put on getting headshots was like so high because you're putting, like $200-$300 was a lot of money, and then that is how you are literally basing your career is off of your headshot. So I hate it. Even now, I hate getting my picture taken, but I do it.
Right.
Whether it's through my camera or paying somebody else, it's part of the business. I hate it. Every picture you see of me in it, I hate it. I'm
Terrance takes a lot of his pictures with his shirt off, and I'm like, you're not going for an acting role, sir. Stop doing videos with your tank tops, bro. Just do a video with your head, bro. No homo. Just do a picture,
Why do you hate arms so much, Eddie? You make fun of me.
It's not like
because your arms are tiny.
That's
why
showing,
you guys have no shoulders. Terrance has no shoulders. You have no
6'6".
shoulders.
You
can have shoulders and be short, bro. Shoulders have nothing to do. Your arms are tiny. No, you're not. You guys' shoulders look weird. They look weird.
What? Because I ain't got 18 pounds of fat on each one?
Exactly.
Yeah,
like a real man.
Like a
real some of that to bubble on down to my titties. Is that what you want? You sick, nasty pervert.
I'm just saying, bro. Just get better arms, gentlemen.
You're not undressing me with your eyes when you watch my TikTok. I didn't have to undress you.
You take videos with no shirt on, you fucking freak.
A tank top on is very different from no shirt on, sir.
Not when it blends in. You just look like a dude that doesn't have
removing the shirt to then look at my shoulders and assess them like the pervert that you are.
You have a white tank top on white skin. It literally looks like you just have no nipples. That's all that's happening, bro.
Eddie.
Pervert.
I don't know about Terrance.
No wonder they talk about all this aggressive sexual harassment in the comedy scene. I'm a victim. Hashtag me too.
Shut the
Me too. Also,
yeah, you definitely would get in trouble.
Fuck it, whatever.
Me too. Also,
I gotta be somebody to get canceled. I be for nobody.
Get headshots, people. That's what we're saying.
Yes.
No, definitely get
but you said $300, man. That's what I'm trying to tell people, man. It doesn't even have to be that expensive. Yeah. JCPenney and Sears, they run deals all the time for like a $30 deal. Sure, you only get like 2 or 3, but that's 2 or 3 more than you had before.
No, bro. No. Don't get it fucked up. You can go to Picture Perfect. You can go to JCPenney. All of them $69. You can get like 6 poses. They take 20 pictures.
It doesn't need to be hundreds of
you
dollars.
You don't even have to take
deals.
I don't know what poses Loy is doing over there trying to look like a geisha, but fucking.
Are you not familiar with what headshots looked like in the 90s? And you never watch
the old
10 Things I Hate About You? Like, which one do you like? This one or this one?
Oh, that was that one right there is the drink. Like,
but it's also you in the background just looking at yourself. Like,
yeah.
But you're like kind of like looking like you died and went to heaven.
Yeah.
Bro, I love headshots and hate headshots. I love photo shoots. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I've been trying to get my boy takes
only with a good photographer.
No. So my boy takes like these crazy ass fucking does these crazy fucking photo shoots.
Yeah, so he's
that
a
are
good photographer.
fucking dope as shit.
That's what I'm saying. If you have a bad photographer, that is the worst experience. Have you ever had a bad photographer?
But you know who you get?
So awkward. I need you to smile.
You know who you get though? I'm being dead ass. You know who you get?
Who?
Get any dude who does like Instagram like females. Who takes like pictures of Instagram females. I'm not even joking with you. Because they they know all the angles, they know all the little tricks, not even just to make you like look like you got a fat ass. Yeah, like no. Like
put 2 fingers underneath your butt. Wait, what?
Show my off. No. Like
really,
not even just
really
that.
Want you
but
to
like,
show off the bulge. Let's get the bulge going here.
They know how. No, they take pictures with a lot of colors. They know how to bring all the colors out in pictures so that the algorithm catches. Right. Like they literally have to do that shit. And like so, I think like what a lot of people don't get is like. You can take multiple styles of pictures, right? Like you don't need to do one. And a friend of mine taught me this shit, and I've seen a couple of people that like in other areas doing it. And like photos, I can tell by the type of photos that are going on posters, like what type of shit is coming from.
Right.
You can take a multitude of different types of pictures, and then you just take the background out. But if they know how to capture your skin tone and know how to capture like little features on you. Like these Instagram guys are really good at that shit, and they know how to contour. They know how to do all of that shit to get it right.
But a lot of that, so the photo is important, and I think that sure, if you can't afford to pay somebody to actually shoot you, pay somebody to edit the video, edit the photo, because the colors make a huge difference. Like right now, I'm washed out. I'm super pale. I'm actually not this pale in real life, but it's lighting. Right. When you take a photo,
that's not what your podcast name says.
Your face.
That's funny. That's funny.
I mean, I'm pale, but I'm not this fucking pale. I look like I'm in Twilight or some shit.
You, sir, are.
You do though. You look like Edward's cousin. What was the cousin that can control?
Diamonds.
Yeah, like you look like. Yeah, because you got the what's the name like?
Yeah, I actually have some color.
Right. But if you take the wrong pictures, like even on ads, right? Like we see this shit mostly on ads. Depending on what type of picture you use, what type of just that. What type of picture you use can determine how many people see the ad versus don't. And a lot of people don't know that. Like having colors, having people, having like all of that shit plays a factor.
It's the same thing in like real estate, man. People underestimate the power of having a good photographer in real estate. When I went to sell my house, it ended up being a huge difference. There was a house that was comparable to mine on the exact same block, a lot of the exact same specifications. I think it had a little bit more square footage. I sold faster than that house that had already been on the market for like a week. I sold faster and for more because my pictures were high quality.
Yep.
Literally, that was the only difference. The photographer or whomever just did it with a cell phone. I'm pretty certain it was the real estate agent is my guess. Oh, I don't need to do that to save money. Well, lady, you kind of shot yourself in the foot because that didn't do you well at all.
Like in correlating that with a stand-up comedy show, if the picture and the flyer are horrible, it's like, what kind of a shit show am I going to walk into?
If that's poor quality, the rest is poor quality. It's like when I said before, right? When I said it a few times ago about women's feet, we've had that conversation. Like, I feel like it's a representation of how she cares for the rest of her. If I look at a woman and her shoes are beat to shit, right? And she's any other scenario other than a scenario where the shoes should be beat to shit, that's a red flag for me. It's kind of like,
dude, I literally I date girls based off of Eddie Murphy and Boomerang. This is not a joke.
No,
This is not.
I agree,
bro. Like
you
I pull them
take
up.
care of your feet.
I'm pulling. Yo, you can't take care of your feet. I don't give a fuck if it's winter or not. Like my girl laughed at me the other day when I went and got my feet done. Oh boy! First off, I hadn't got my feet done in a while. That's just be honest.
I appreciate the fact
that shit hurt like a bitch.
They slid you the menu. Like, what else you want? You're like, yes. What?
Yeah.
All of it. Give me all
of
the menu.
Look. So she came over. She was like, every time I go to a new place, I like this place that I just went to though, mind you. But every time I go to a new place, they're like, what? They're like, what do you want? Right? They're like, what do you want? And I'm like, I need a pedicure. They're like, all right. What kind of pedicure do you want? And I'm like,
all of it.
I need the one up here. They're like, you want exclusive? You want exclusive like this because it's like exclusive and the fucking deluxe. You're like, you want exclusive? Like, yeah, I want exclusive. Like for real? Like dog, they don't think I'm like right. No, dead ass shawty. And then when they put the paraffin wax on your feet, bro, you ready to smack the shit out of somebody for like 2 seconds out your life. Like, you know, but when they massage it, son, I didn't propose to 2 feet people. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even remember what they look like. I proposed to them twice.
The massage got you out.
When you proposed, how serious were you?
I mean, if she would have said yes, I literally would have came back the next day to start talking to her. Like,
did she give you permission?
No, that's why I didn't come back. This is
what Eddie does. Eddie just goes in, drops a hundo, and goes pedicure, $100, just all the way to the top.
Whatever this gets me, give it to me.
No, dude, no, don't get it fucked. Because you got to tip. Like, this the fucked up part because they so used to like certain people not tipping. So like, especially like I don't look like the traditional dude who gets a pedicure.
You're right.
Right? Like there was dudes in there that were getting pedicures, and it was like a gay gentleman and like this like older, like very metrosexual gentleman. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just me rugging tugging, like coming in like, yeah. Give me,
I don't think that's the saying. That's not the saying.
Yeah.
Rough and tumble, I think. Rough and tugging. Is it
rugging tugging?
Right. It's like rough and there's a mix in between rough and tumble and a rub and tug. Like
yeah. Rub and tug.
You do look like a rub and tug kind of guy.
I am a rub and tug type of guy, dude. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let me find one time massage place, bro. It is over. Maybe, I want a traditional.
Maybe make your way up the calf. Up to the hamstring, and
I'm trying to get a Brazzers. I'm trying to get a Brazzers video out here, son.
My name is Eddie Liles. You got to go all the way up the thigh to get to my penis, but please go all the way up the thigh.
And it's a big thigh.
Ding,
it's
ding.
It's a big thigh.
Ding, ding. Oh, there we go. Paraffin wax and all.
Big joke.
Slip.
Listen, I want a Brazzers video. I'm gonna be like, baby, like let's put this shit, you know what I'm saying, on OnlyFans. Eddie Liles, let's go.
OnlyFans.
Drop a trailer.
Why?
Coming soon.
You're gonna look like one of those shitty bodybuilder women, just an extended clitoris.
Fucking
like a little micro penis that's like the edge of my pinky.
Yo, I was just talking to somebody about that. Dog.
You gonna let him talk to you like that, big homie?
My wife did not believe that was a real thing. Like
I didn't know
6 months ago.
Either.
She didn't know it was a real thing. And I ended up having to break it out with videos, and she was horrified.
That shit is
horrified.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That shit is
Dude,
like
it legitimately looks like a little tiny peen. Like legitimately, it looks like a little tiny peen that's just like ping.
Yo, like
well, you know, with the dick jokes and being like, oh, I'm Asian, so my dick must be small, and it's like it's pretty proportioned to my size, and then you see then you see the bodybuilding girls. That's got to be a result of like HGH or something. I'm guessing because there's no possible way that turkey neck comes out those curtains like that. I'm gonna be like,
I'm gonna let you keep going, bro.
Erect micro penis.
I'm leaving you alone, bro.
It really does. It really sticks out like.
How are you?
I'm here for the party.
Have you guys seen a micro penis though? Like an actual micro
penis?
No,
that's what I was talking about. He's still talking about clits. That's why I left him alone.
Oh.
You trying to get in trouble like shit. I didn't know. Yeah. I don't mess with that protruding clit drink. Why? I ain't gonna lie to you. Because it's that's like a bigger drink than dudes with micro penises. Like being shit ass.
I mean,
like that's more common. I know, dude. I know you haven't really banged out.
No. Here's the thing. No,
y'all been married for a long time.
I won't feel bad.
Clits is out here, son.
I refuse.
Guns out, clits out.
Absolutely refuse to feel bad.
Them clits are out here, son. They out here, son.
We clit deep, homie. Clit deep.
I refuse to feel bad.
These clits is out here, son. You taking jabs at these clits. No,
Why
I'm just joking.
Why would I feel bad for a group of women that have an entire comment section filled with dudes that are like, oh, I definitely suck her clit? Like, no, like, I feel nothing.
Listen, bro, you've never been with a big clit chick? I've been with 2.
I haven't been with big
Not
clit
currently.
chick. No, I've been with like
let's not fuck it up.
I've been with the roast beef sandwich types of girls.
I walk away.
I've had a few of the beef.
I've turned it down multiple times. I've turned that down multiple times.
I've been very fortunate to not like I can't imagine being a female, right? And then taking down a dude's pants and then bam, uncircumcised wiener is just like in your face. Like looking at that little
natural. Whoa, what's wrong with Whoa, I'm uncircumcised, bro. Relax, man.
Hey man, like
I'm not, but if I was, I just
look. You can have your little elephant trunk looking thing that's like, hey, I'll come out at the end. All right,
what's the point of doing it now? Like being honest about it. What's the point of doing it? There's no point of doing it anymore. There was a reason why we got circumcised penis, and now that reason's gone.
Sure. Now it's just to make it look better. I'll be honest with you.
It doesn't. How does it look better?
I look at mine.
This is that white man shit. This is that white man shit that I be keep trying to get you out of, bro. Like, come on, man.
No. Here's the deal. There's a lot that I'll sit here and be like, yeah, sure, but that's one thing I'll say. White people got right. Yes. Cut the peen. Cut the peen.
Technically, it wasn't white people that did it, bro.
Whoever the hell it was, you made it seem like white people were the ones that did it. So I had to take.
No. You guys just keep perpetuating.
What white people do.
We grew out of it because we was like, oh, we did it for a reason. Like Africans did it for a reason, and they don't need that reason anymore.
We decided to stick with it, and I'm cool with it because it's presentation. It's curb appeal. It's curb appeal.
No lie.
It's a curb appeal. Nobody's going up to buy a house with overgrown bushes and trees and everything. When you go up and you pull up the house that you want to buy, you look at it and you're like,
trim them bitches. What are you talking about?
You get a discount on that.
I mean,
yeah, you get a discount on them joints, bro.
That's a lot of work.
And then you shake them joints. Listen.
Trim it after the fact.
If you can get a check, you get a
trim beforehand.
If you can get a house that was all Bushwick and the shit wasn't in shape and the shit was just downhill, and then you know what I'm saying, come in and you change his life and you cut down the bushes and you get the, you know what I'm saying, the buildings up correct.
That house was built 28 years ago. That house's foundation has been built around that thing.
You want an 18-year-old house, sir? You want an 18-year-old house? I like 28-year-old houses. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like 30-year-old houses too. 40-year-old. Are we not talking about the same thing? Sorry.
We're not.
I was still making the correlation of circumcision, and then he started talking about real estate, and then went to like some R. Kelly level of like, I like 12-year-old houses. I like 18-year-old houses.
You do understand that we record, right? I just want to make sure this is perfectly clear. You do understand we record, motherfucker.
You understand the concept of out of context, right?
Right, like shit. Like, what the fuck?
That's
you just trying to R. Kelly me, bro?
Yeah, that's the beauty. That's what happens when I'm the one that makes the snippets. That's what's going up. That's exactly what's going up. It's just cutting it right there. Oh, so I got that. He wants the R. Kelly deal. And I just got to say it believable enough.
I think Terrance is trying to tell us he wants to talk about this R. Kelly herpes shit. I think that's what's happening right now.
I don't give a shit.
Segue.
I don't give a shit.
Lean into the segue.
I don't give a shit.
Go ahead, bro. Just drop the jewels, bro. No. But this is kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you, son. This is a little fucked up. So if you guys don't know, R. Kelly is trying to get his sentence.
Did you actually read this story?
He's trying. Yes, I did. He's trying to get his charges dropped because they charged him for having sex with people and giving them herpes or two people, and it
was added on to the child.
They added it on, but he's like, "Yo, take this shit the fuck off my charges." First off, I shouldn't be fighting this shit because it's herpes. Like nobody gets charged for this shit. Like it's not a real thing.
Like he weaponized herpes.
Yeah, they was like, yo, like you weaponized herpes. Like, nigga, that's not a real thing, bro.
I thought that was a real thing. I'm pretty sure you can't knowingly infect you're not supposed to. I'm pretty sure it depends on where you're at. There's laws in place.
Infect people. No, you can't infect people. That's a fact. Like you can't just go out here and be like, "Hey, I got AIDS." Like the chick that had like HIV, she got it from a dude, and then she went around and like fucked the whole rack of dudes to get them HIV. Like you can't do shit like that. You can't knowingly give it away. But like just because you got herpes, what do you supposed? You can't have sex with nobody no more.
No.
You got herpes.
No, so you gotta be. No, you're supposed to. You're just supposed to be able to express it. If you know that you have it, you got to tell them.
Well, if they got herpes too, I mean, oh, you got herpes? Cool, bet.
Yeah, then it's over. Let's have a baby.
But how funny is it that the defense like literally came down to say something like it's either they're saying that it's virus related when it's actually a bacteria, which nullifies the entire charge or something like that because of just the verbiage of virus versus bacteria or bacteria versus virus. I think that was funny as shit.
I think it's just fucked up because they just did that shit to get it, like, to embarrass him. Like, if it was like a real charge, I would understand it, but that shit is more or less just to embarrass him, bro.
Didn't Usher get sued? Not, I understand we're talking a little bit different, but didn't Usher get sued for that? Knowingly.
I remember hearing about it, but I also remember hearing something. That
I think she tried to. I think she,
but I don't remember if it was an actual hoax or not.
She came out and said that Usher had. It was a chick that made. It was a chick that said that he cheated on his wife with her, and then she was like, "He gave me herpes," and everybody was like, "Yo, hold up, Usher got herpes," and then fucking like, then everybody was like, "She should sue him if he just gave her herpes and didn't tell him." But then it was like, "Yo, like." Usher told everybody he had herpes. He said, "Let it burn, bitch." Like, what are you talking about right now?
I have a confession.
I have a confession. I got the herpes, bitch. Like, and I got another baby on the way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but I'm just joking around. But all just aside, like, yeah, I don't think I think somebody tried to sue him for it, and it didn't go anywhere. Yeah, like they got that shit out of the courts. They got that shit out of the courts real fast.
And you know, I would want to agree with you because he has a residency out here and nobody gives a dick. Everyone's like sold out.
First off, let's just be honest, man. Like I've worked in College Park, Maryland, bro. Like I know people who used to tell people they had herpes. Like, I got herpes.
And everyone's
bro, like that's college, like, bro. Like you gotta depending on what college you go to, depends on like. If you just like, all right, well, niggas got that shit.
I've never been more proud to be fucking white trash than I am. God damn. Y'all are over here like, oh, yeah, we was over there talking about it in college. You know, hey, I got herpes. Yeah, that's just college. Like, what the fuck just happened?
I'm not even lying to you, fam. Like, dog, like,
I'm so glad I'm poor and stupid.
I used to bartend and drink in College Park, bro. Like, literally, we used to have a security guard dude that was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have herpes. His girl cheated on him, and he had herpes. And then, like, a month later, had another girlfriend, bro. Like, after already, like, and he used to tell girls would be like, they want to fuck him. He'd be like, listen, I got herpes. And, like, they would be like, okay. Like, bro, like.
Here's another shot. Just drink up. It's fine.
Yeah, bro. Like, listen, fam. Like, there's levels to this shit. Like, I don't think people understand that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you use a condom? Go to the what's the name people. You're not about to die from this shit. Let's go. Like, I luckily got safe on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of people that'll tell you straight up, like, nigga. Yo, I got that shit already. You know, like, it just be cool with that shit. What happened was that? What was that?
Nothing.
I wish I would have saw that.
Nothing.
I saw it, but I saw it leave.
Yeah, sorry about it.
What happened?
That was my mom. My mom found my Facebook page. Apparently,
no way.
Yeah, which and also, my mom's full government name is on there, so we just trying.
Oh yeah, take that off. Take that off.
Yeah,
mom, no commenting, mommy.
Yeah,
no commenting. Even though if you want to draw a picture for us, I will. I'm with that.
Yeah, my family forgets what I do for a living. They forget. They just come out there and like, hey, now you don't want to live my life. You don't want to see this madness.
Hey, listen, I had to take somebody to a show, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if you're gonna like me after this. Yeah, like you probably shouldn't come to this show, but if you decide you want to, that's on you, Bubba. Like, yeah, but it's fun, man. Like having family. I mean, like,
no, but the difference
when
is
they like it, it's cool. When they don't like it, it's like told you not to come.
Showing up to a show is one thing, and then like also just knowing who my family is. There's a line. It's yeah. Yep. Anyways, moving briskly forward.
I'm
Gentlemen.
glad I don't have to deal with that because I'm dumb white trash. They expect stupid shit to come out of my mouth.
Oh, I'm not worried about my mom finding out what it is that I say, but she doesn't understand that like once you find out who she is, people might be in her
people might say some shit to her. Yeah. Like dummies.
Like me. The things that I get in my inbox.
No. That's always that one thing. Like, right. So I even at live shows, I tell my lady whatever she's working, that's it. She's a work affiliate or she's in the audience away from me. You are not near me. Don't come near me. Don't be around me. Don't hug me. Don't kiss me. And it's not because I don't love her. It's not because I don't want her around me in that energy. I don't want people to see it.
Yep.
As mentioned before, I've got that video that's out there that went viral from the girl jumping up on stage with me, all of that shit. We've also
what if she would have won at your girl?
Exactly. That. And that's exactly what, because a girl like that would go at my woman to come at me. And at that point, for me, all bets are off. I don't care how misogynistic or racist I'm going to look in that scenario. I'm putting hands on you because you put hands on my woman.
You don't look like an asshole. Like a motherfucker.
I agree. It absolutely would have.
Just the internet is like, oh,
doxing is a terrible fear of mine.
That's his mom. Great. Yeah. Let me just say some super obnoxious shit to him. Imagine the shit that I'm going to put into his mom's inbox.
Right.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like that and doxing. Doxing is a real thing that people do.
The doxing
really
shit.
Nobody really seems to talk about
shit is
that.
too much, bro.
But it's
the
terrifying.
Doxing shit too much, man.
It can happen to anybody at any point, and that it's just like cancel culture. Everybody's like, it's not that big of a problem. It's only accountability. It's only this. It's like, no. You've not looked at what Earth has been scorched by cancel culture and doxing, because doxing is a direct result of cancel culture.
Yeah.
Obviously, doxing has been a thing before cancel culture, but now the two are wrapped up in this.
I didn't know anything about doxing until Kathy Griffin. When Kathy Griffin tried to get the kids doxed, and I was like, whoa, we're doing too much. First, I thought it was too much when we was going at a 14-year-old boy.
Insane.
But like, I think there should be statutes of limit. Like, you can't go at anybody underneath the age of 18.
That should be illegal on every fucking count.
Listen,
but the doxing shit is crazy.
I Google myself and I kind of go, okay, there's this, there's that. I know what's out there if you were to look, but the problem is like, I chose this. I don't wish that on like just having my family's information out there. Like my little sister's information was just out there and be like, oh, I'm connected.
Period.
They don't understand that. That's the difference.
And that's the other part of the
myself right now. Make sure my address is over here.
That's the part of the extension, right? It's one thing if I'm to get doxxed. That's already a fear of mine. It's everything else. It's like when I think Anthony Jeselnik put it best on the end of his special Thoughts and Prayers, because he goes over his whole shark controversy that he had with the Swedish surfer. For anybody that's not familiar, there's a Swedish surfer. They got just look up killed by a shark. Yep, just look up Shark Party. You won't see the original video, but you'll see the well, maybe you will nowadays. So you'll see the whole controversy, right? And then his entire special, he wraps up that story talking about the doxing and how his family was getting it. And he wraps up with a great joke. I'm not going to ruin it, but that's a legitimate thing. Is if they can't get to you, they're going to go to the next level. Or even if they can get to you, they'll still go to the next level and the level after that and the level after that. I don't need that. I chose this life. They didn't.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that shit. Like at the end of the day, it's not even. This is what I don't like about the doxing shit, right? Because if you start doing that, then anybody can dox you back. You get what I'm saying? And in that, and like this
made it okay.
It's kind of on the same shit that I was talking about with the with free speech, right? Like I don't like hindering free speech because I know that if I do that, at some point in time, somebody can come back and use it against me, right? Like I don't like open it. Like I'm like I tried to explain this to somebody. I was like, yo, I'm a liberal conservative. Like I lean a little bit more conservative, except like race, I'm way more liberal, but everything else I'm a little bit more conservative on. and like smaller government and everything, because on the simple fact that like, bro, like I don't think people understand how bad or how smart some evil people are, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have people who are trying to hinder other people's progress. I don't fuck with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same token, like, if you start doxing motherfuckers or you start telling people they can't say certain shit, or you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, first off, you stop people from getting consequences, which normally stops people from saying shit. Like, just give them the consequences. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't be like people don't like, how else do I say it? Canceling is part of the consequence of free speech. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm not against cancel culture. It is, bro. Right. It's kind of a consequence of free speech.
I agree.
I don't like when motherfuckers be like, "Oh, we can't say shit anymore." You can. You just have to deal with the consequences of saying shit.
But there has to be a line in the cancel culture.
No. No. I'm with you on that. I'm sorry. Yes, there has to be a line.
Because there has to be a line or an avenue for redemption. If there is not one, then you're not doing anything effectively.
This is what I think a lot of people do, right? Yeah, a lot of people say that it has to be an avenue for redemption, and I get that part to an extent, and I don't think other people understand that. Like Shane Gillis was on Joe Rogan the other day. Mm-hmm. Go watch that podcast. Mm-hmm. It's kind of long, but it's very informative about the SNL situation. Mm-hmm. And he was saying that, like, which we'll get to another SNL person later, but he was talking about how, like, they gave him a statement, and the statement that he used, he was like, "Nah, I don't want to use that statement." And then he wrote his own shit, and then people were like, "Yo, like, this shitty ass apology." And then he's seen other people use that same statement that they sent him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, or like he has seen other people use that statement before him, and it was like, dude, this shit's not real. Like, you gotta make sure you understand this shit. Like, half these motherfuckers that are apologizing to you don't mean any of that shit. And you're trying to base off of your feeling on them, on how they said it, if they meant it or not, right? I say that to say, like, when you have this road, quote unquote, road to redemption, and you try to make it easy, motherfuckers will take advantage of that shit. You know your road to redemption? Easy. No, but that's the point. It is, but who has? Cat Williams said it best. Who has been canceled that we miss? Name them. Yeah. Name one person that we missed that got canceled. Exactly. Yep. The only person, like, you want to say Nick Cannon? He came back. He did the work. It took a minute, but he came back. Nobody's gotten canceled that we missed. You don't give a fuck about that dude from the Today Show and the Me Too. He can come back right now. Nobody would give a fuck. You don't give a fuck about that dude. You don't give a fuck about that news reporter that was jerking off on the Zoom camera. Nobody gives a fuck about him. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, name somebody that got canceled that we care about.
But I do care when the cancel culture rolls up things and starts having the doxing, is what I'm saying. Well, I mean, like,
but that's what I'm saying. That's the line. That's also, there's the line.
The problem is this: doxing is one thing, right? Right. But then it gets to, like, the swatting and getting the cops called, and then that leads to injury or death, you know, because that's not a prank anymore. But I don't, once you are okay with going, let me just put all this person's information out there, you've crossed the line and you don't know where to go, where to move back from that line. And then that's when people get hurt. It's not about getting fired or losing money. It's like, I'm going to lose a family member because somebody thought it was going to be funny. Fuck that. Like, people don't understand that doxing just leads to more horrific shit.
Yeah. It's people not funny. It's not a game. It's not any of that stuff. Like,
but it is a game, bro. It is a game. It's a game on who can. It's a game on who can get the credit for something, and it doesn't matter what the credit is for.
I agree, and that's part of.
No, I want the credit that somebody whooped the shit out of. I want the credit that somebody whooped the shit out of Terrance, so I doxed them, and now somebody beats the shit out of Terrance. Eddie, it's your fault, but it's not. And now you have you have to meet those people that just want to argue.
I agree. I'm not saying that that's not the case. I'm saying that the two are kind of intertwined, And that's where I have gripes with like the cancel culture, right? And how it feeds into those things, because it's an angry mob that doesn't have direction. And like I've often said, the first casualty of emotion is reason. So when you look at cancel culture and how that mob just moves on, I'd be okay if it were just people that deserved a thumping every now and again, or you could make a case for the thumping. But that isn't always the case. There's two that stick out, right? One is the Hispanic gentleman that worked for a power company in Southern California that lost his job because apparently somebody said that he was throwing out a white supremacy sign from the side of his truck. Somebody took a picture, it goes viral, cancel culture does what it does, gets that dude fired here, never work there again. And he's having a hard time getting a job, trying to not affiliate himself with the media circus, the white supremacy thing, and even get his retirement pension stuff from the previous one. Then there's
the other thing. Did he throw up a white supremacy sign?
No, he was sitting outside, or he was sitting at a light, it looked like. And I wish I had the computer thing to do and pull it up to show you. He was sitting in his work truck.
What is it? What is it? I'll look it up.
It was basically somebody said it was the OK symbol, electric worker, cancel, something like that. I don't know. I guess that'd be what I do. He was literally sitting at a light, though, had his hand out in like a relaxed position, and it was like loosely, like an OK symbol, however you want to do it. Like it wasn't even like a full-on OK or the little circle game hand, none of that stuff. And it was like, what the fuck? This dude's like he got harassed, was sent all kinds of hate mail on top of losing his job and everything. And now, after it's been confirmed, he's like, there's been evidence to show he's never been a part of any hate groups. He can't even get his job back. Still's got to worry about things. Like it's insane. Right there. To me, it looks like the dude's like holding a cigarette at best.
Oh, he wasn't even white.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they've done this shit multiple times. Like when you had the latest Aurora, Colorado shooting, media outlets were all over it, right? Because they're like, oh, white dude did this shit, blah, blah, blah. They were looking for somebody to cancel.
Right.
They don't fucking care. They're not getting the information accurate. They're just getting it out there. Then the same.
But see that. So I think this is
that's part of it. Is what I'm saying, man.
Yeah. But that's it. It is. It's not going to be tweaked correctly, bro. And I'm with you on that. I don't think that situation is fucked up.
That's where I say
all the way through.
Anybody says that cancel culture is just canceling the right people, they're wrong.
I never said that though.
No, I'm not saying you did. It just.
I was about to say. No. I'm saying if you say some fucked up shit, or you want to use your right for free speech,
for sure.
Like you might face the consequence. Lloyd might be mad, like get mad at me for doing Asian jokes. I might get mad at Lloyd for doing dark skin jokes. Like, but we are no. I'm being dead ass, right?
Yeah.
But we still have the power to do this shit. We just got to deal with the consequences of doing it.
Right. But
you
also,
see what I'm saying?
But
like that's just how it goes, bro.
But we give each other room for redemption, being like, "Hey, FYI," and I don't hate you for it.
I be hating you, bro. You made fun of my nose and it hurt my feelings, man. You told me my nose looks like yours.
There's room for redemption.
My nose looks better,
but like 92 shades darker. Like we're not even on the same Sherwin-Williams paint palette.
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. See what I'm saying? Free speech.
And it feels so good.
Like that's all I'm saying, bro. Like, yeah, they don't get it right all the time. They don't get it right majority of the time, actually. I don't like the concept of being like this cancel. I dislike cancel culture because I hate the people who are trying to do the canceling. Right? It's just always every time we find out somebody that pushes for cancel. It's always some dirtbag that has something underneath their fucking what's the name or something that they're trying to redeem themselves of, like the Christy Teigen shit. Like she just wanted to cancel everybody because she wanted to feel better because she used to shit on everybody and she wanted to show how much she changed. And then when everybody forgot that she used to do that shit, now they're bringing that shit back up. Like, hey, she's a piece of shit.
I think if you took the time, you'll find the dirt. We're not perfect beings. You go through anybody's Twitter, you know. I mean, look at like these NBA players or NFL players, and then you go back when they're 12, and they're like, "Look at this piece of shit," and he's like, "I was 11 years old then." I didn't know what I was doing. I think if you took the time and dedicated it, you would find the dirt. We're imperfect.
No question.
Yeah, it's like so. Like at the end of the day, like I agree with you again on doxing. Like that's just too much. And you trying to get people. You really trying to get people hurt, and maybe not the people that you think. Like I don't think people like remember like this during the pandemic. I think we talked about it, Lloyd. Sebastian, the comedian Sebastian, his brother got robbed, and his brother fucking killed the dudes.
Yep, I remember.
Like sometimes you don't know who the fuck you dealing with, bro.
Yeah.
Like you can go dox this fucking engineer worker, you know what I'm saying, electrical worker. You run up, like people run over to his house and that nigga just flip shit and just start shotgunning down everybody.
Well, because you can only see a profile, right? You can only see what that person wants you to see. So you don't know that they're a third-degree black belt, or they've been
got guns,
or whatever, or that dude's got guns at every location within 6 feet of his house. Like motherfuckers that I know personally right now do. I know dudes right now that everywhere they're at in their house, they're within 6 feet of a gun.
Yeah. I've seen that before. Yeah. I've seen that before. It's kind of weird. It's actually really weird.
It's just like social distancing with guns.
It's just
like dog. You know, Lloyd, you remember this shit when at my house when I was living with my wife, I had literally had stash spots for my guns.
I remember. I mean, you like, me that. I never been.
Yeah, no, you never came, but I had it like right by the door, underneath my bed, in the basement. Like, bro, fuck out of here, fam. Like, I got girls here, and that's
what I'm saying. Like, nobody knows what you're
house,
messing
you might get fucked up.
And cancel culture doesn't get that shit right, and that's the big gripe. And when you don't give that avenue for redemption, like Lloyd was saying, because if we have an interpersonal issue with a joke that was made, a statement that was said, whatever, you're going to look and say, this is where I took offense, and here's why.
Here's why.
Right.
And if you choose from there to continue, then you're an asshole.
Right. And then I don't want to say you get everything coming, but yeah, you're going to feel the heat. And I think that's my problem with a lot of the apologies. Like, I'm sorry if you're offended. It's like, no. You should be sorry that you said it, or sorry you didn't know. Now you know.
But what if you? But what if you're not? So that's where the issue is, right? Like me and you disagreed on the Shane situation, right? Like I remember that pretty good. But at the same time, like, what if I'm not sorry? You know this. I don't apologize for shit that I meant to say. I will never apologize for shit I meant to say. I will apologize.
Don't apologize.
No. But see, this is the thing, right? There's a business to this, right? And if you ever work out hospitality or any type of service industry, you learn this shit. You never apologize to the guest for what you did. You apologize to the guest for how you made them feel.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro, so listen, I apologize for making people feel a way that their race or their ethnicity or their skin tone or whatever the case might be, I made them feel like I thought they were inferior, like they didn't matter. I want to make sure that you understand that you do matter to your friends, your family, and everyone else. And I apologize for making you feel a certain way. Or I ain't never apologize for what the fuck I said, bitch.
Or you can take my approach, or AKA the Michael Che approach, and not apologize. You could give a bullshit apology, and not just like the bullshit apology that's like the pre-read ones, like the
segue.
Yeah, you like that, right? That was pretty good. Hey, that one was a smooth transition. I wanted to get wait. Give me 1 second. I had to pat myself on the back.
Just brought up the topic.
This is literally.
That reminds me of the next topic.
Okay. You know what? Here I go trying to professionalize this thing just a little bit, and you fellers want to do this.
You could have just.
Let me go grab a helmet. Let me go put a helmet on so I can ride my segue.
Talk about whatever subject you guys want, guys.
So go ahead, introduce it, bro. You the one that brought it up because you really want to talk about it.
No, but for real though, like I loved his apology. That was the funniest shit ever. Basically, long story short, Michael Che offended a whole bunch of people again, which we'll get to here in a second. And then he pumped out an apology that was like, "Oh, sorry, my bad. I was hacked. I changed my password and I don't believe that stuff, and we're good now."
No. It was a little bit more than that. He said, "Y'all know I was hacked because I only make fun of white women and the police."
Yeah. That was what.
I swear to God, I know Michael Shea good enough to know that was on purpose. He literally threw that out just so he could write. He had the apology written before he even said anything.
That was talk about comedic perfect execution. Yeah. Execution of timing. That was perfect.
It's like the Dave Chappelle kick him in the pussy joke. Like he wrote the punchline before he wrote the joke.
All backwards. And I'll take it. It was beautiful.
Now that Dave joint, Lloyd, I'm really not edging you on. That Dave joint where he said, I feel, this is the way I feel. That is one of the most perfect jokes. Now I'm not the content we might not like, but you don't hear that joke? Where he was talking about
it's not he said
this is it was like he said, what if I started talking like
oh, that's how
it was like and he was like, yo, you talking like a Chinese man, like an Asian man, you can't do that. It's like, but that's how I feel inside.
Yeah, one of the best jokes ever. But that's not.
It makes a great point.
It makes a great point, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Michael Shea writing the joke backwards.
No, I'm saying like he didn't. No, I'm saying like he didn't apologize. If you ever know, did you know that one joke? It's been 3 jokes that Dave has done on his last 3 specials that people were like, "Fuck Dave," and Dave never said anything about him.
Yeah,
the only one that he said something about was the Trump one on SNL.
Yeah, I mean that's outlier. I think Dave Chappelle has.
He's got the clout to where he doesn't have to.
Yeah, Shane Gillis in the
Michael
the Tony Hinchcliffe thing. If that's what we're talking about. It's like, yeah, we know what you were doing, but you could have just said, "Oh, I didn't know it was that going to be offensive," and it would have blown over. But the fact that they doubled down and was like, "I know what I was doing, and I mean it." Like,
yeah.
You give us no leeway to give you any kind of redemption. Like, well, fuck you guys. Like,
but that's what. Like that's my point. Why do you need it? Like I'm being honest, Lloyd. Like if you all right, pause. If you make a joke,
hold on. The why we need it is because like what we don't need is you to like slap in and then spit in our face. Just be like, hey, just don't apologize. Don't even make a statement. Just move on like the way Dave Chappelle does. Just move on. And don't even address
say anything.
Because the thing is, like any kind of an apology, I would rather take a apology. Like the thing is, it's like a fuck you to my face. Be like, oh, I'm only apologizing if you're offended. You go, well, then why are we even having this conversation? Because that obviously means that you're not offended.
But that's the thing, though, right? How many people like that were acted like you did and actually went and listened to it? Listen to the shit that he said that was about like on that podcast.
I mean, you didn't have to. It was 3 minutes in, like 4 minutes in, and it was like.
I'm not saying it. I know. I remember that. I'm saying, but how many people actually listened to the podcast where he said? That's my point. Yeah. So listen, you have you were offended because you listened to the podcast. How many people listened to the pod? A lot. You know how we know nobody gave a fuck about it because we didn't give a fuck until he was famous, bro. But not even famous. We didn't give a fuck until he was on SNL. I knew about Shane. You knew about Shane. Everybody knew about Shane. Nobody heard that shit. We moved the fuck on.
What I think what it comes down to is like, because that just happened right before. It almost felt like he was being rewarded for it, being like, because he was hired in like June or something. It wasn't only like 2 months. That podcast
came up
2 months.
Yeah, it was like 2 months, 3 months before.
But you know how that shit moves, and you sit there go like, hey, are you being rewarded for this shit? That's what it felt like with the Shane portion of it.
For real?
Yeah.
But he definitely had SNL beforehand.
No, he didn't.
No. He that whole thing happened for him in like 2 weeks. He talked about it.
Yeah.
It all was like really fast.
Yeah,
I mean, the thing is like
it was like a bang bang type of thing.
What's wild with Shane was like I was watching it. It looked like he was actually sorry for saying that shit, but just something about him was like, I'm not apologizing. Like even though like it was a shitty joke, it looked like he didn't mean it to be where it went, and he still refuses to apologize for it. And it's like, dude, like fucking it's I don't know. I find it strange because no one's on board with us And I think that's the problem. You're just like, oh, well, it's not apologizing. But
so
you're also not a
here's
piece of shit.
Yeah, but here's my question, right? We are comics. We speak comedically here, right?
Right.
I actually haven't listened to the podcast. I didn't. I just like, oh, it is what it is, right? We speak comedically. We say things that we would kind of sometimes edge on saying on stage and things like that you wouldn't necessarily say nor necessarily believe because you're trying to get in that moment and you're like, oh yeah, it just happens because you're snapping. Right. You just go. Is there some of that this dude has earned? Like,
I feel like yeah, it was a shot in the dark. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
He was so married to it. Like, I refuse to apologize. Like, dude,
he definitely did the baby situation and like said something and then doubled down.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, you know what? Because you doubled down, you deserve everything you got. You know, because you could have been like, no, shit. Look at me. I'm a white trash. I'm from Philly. I don't know any Asian people. And they were like, okay, well, hey, won't happen again. Because that's all we want. I think that's really all we want is like, hey, didn't know whether you did or not. It won't happen again.
But that's my point. You can just apologize for offending people. Now, how he apologized for offending people was very condescending, and I'll take that one. Right? I apologize to the people that were actually offended. You didn't have to say that. You could literally just say, I apologize for offending people.
Nah, I don't know. I get where he's coming from with that though, because I feel
I did too. I understand it. Like the understanding of it is like at the end of the day, bro. None of you motherfuckers listen to this podcast.
I did. But the problem is like I'm so callous with this shit where just like me hearing it for the first time go, yeah, that seems like very on brand. Like I am so desensitized to it because it is so normal. But like you see the rooms that I'm in, that shit happens all the time. But the thing is like, fuck, I can't fight all of the fights, and I know these guys aren't going anywhere. Shane Gillis went somewhere, and I want to make sure that he knows that that's just not acceptable. But you know what? He could have just been like, yeah, I didn't know. I'll figure, won't happen again. But nobody wants to say that shit. In my mind, whenever you say, oh, I'm sorry that you're offended, just makes me think like, oh, you went back into the room to rewrite that joke just to figure out how to get away with writing that joke. Like, that's how I feel.
Was it a racial slur, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay. No?
Yes.
Did he use a racial slur?
Yes.
No, I thought he was just talking about how like yeah, he did.
That's the only, to me, that's the only thing I can think of that would
he did the one that Lloyd had to explain to me why it was racist. Okay. Or why,
or just like in general, just being like, hey, you know what? I don't know any Asian people, but I learned. Oh, let's move on. But yeah, when you double down on shit that you're not even married to, then you fucking deserve the fucking fall from grace. You deserve the hubris.
I was going into it blind. Like I said, I didn't listen to the podcast, so I didn't know what was said.
The Shane Gillis and I think the Michael Shea joint is two different things, though. In the sense of Michael Shea didn't say anything.
Yeah. Shane Gillis should have
say something.
Shane Gillis should have had that apology. Well, I got hacked.
Right.
I was on
I only bought it.
The sleeping pill, whatever that is. Ambien. I was on Ambien.
Ambien for sure.
That was my point. Like, I was just saying that like half these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about their apology. So that's why I fucked with how Michael did his apology.
Right.
Right.
That's why I said I loved it so much, is because it's making fun of all the empty canned apologies that you hear all the time, while making kind of a canned empty apology and still just being very timely. Like it was fucking perfect, man.
I think that it wasn't even an apology. It was a fuck you to all the people
who
go, I got hacked. And also a fuck you to us who goes, oh, he got hacked. Okay, this seems legit. We'll forgive him.
Do you think, I don't know if he got hacked or not. I was,
of course
like,
not.
at the end of the day, like, he said, I want to hear your jokes about Simone Biles, and then a whole record of people put up a whole record of jokes.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he rated the jokes out of 10.
He commented on them. So, one, people were saying that the fact that he even allowed jokes to happen because somebody made a Larry Nassar joke, which is obviously the pedophile, which, let's be honest. have you even looked at fucking Twitter? If you're acting surprised that joke was made in any facet, you've not been paying attention to the way the internet works. Ever. You are an idiot, and you deserve every bit of offensiveness you get.
Yeah, like, do you not know how social media works at all? Like, have you go to YouTube, find the most innocuous, watch the most innocuous video on anything, and then read the comments.
Dude, right. Dude, literally. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck.
I literally saw somebody call a cat the N-word just because he said something about there were too many comments about how sweet and cute the kitten was. So he wanted to mix it up, and I'm like, if that ain't the fucking internet, man, what?
What else? Yeah. What else we got?
I don't know if y'all got this. Like, my uncle's texting me like crazy right now.
You good?
Hey, no. I'm about to tell you why. It's one of our. It's one of our articles, right? It's one of the things that we wanted to talk about.
What up, Unc?
I don't know if you guys heard about this CPAP
situation. Shit, I did.
Yeah.
The Philips.
So
what's this?
So Philips makes everything. First off, that should be their fucking slogan. Philips makes everything.
Light bulbs, batteries, stereos, you name it.
Cars, like them niggas make everything. So Philips makes a CPAP machine, and one of their CPAP machines, the CPAP machines are very loud. The motors inside are very loud, so they use like all this foam to use this foam to dense it, to make the sound go down, to isolate the sound a little bit and make it not as loud. Well, the foam that they were using to make it not as loud was breaking down and was just making a whole rack of people sick as fuck.
Yikes.
Yeah. And so now there's like a variety of fucking CPAP machines. Mine's is not on it, luckily. I don't know if other people don't understand that that's lucky, but it's lucky for me. Mine wasn't on it. I gotta check. It's only one Remstar. I have Remstar, but there's only one Remstar on this, and I don't think it's mine. So I gotta go check my CPAP later. But yeah. So like there's like class action lawsuits against these motherfuckers. And then Remstar has other, like, you know what I'm saying, CPAPs. So now CPAPs have turned into cars where these shits are expensive as fuck. Because they ran out of them.
Don't the
and the
chip
shit is already
affect
expensive
them too?
No, I don't think so.
So
because some of these newer ones have all that wireless technology that they do all the other stuff. So I was curious if
mine does. Mine has the technology that just sends it. It like links up to somebody's Wi-Fi and just sends all my information.
So I guess the part that I'm confused about is that Eddie, you are so fat you need a CPAP? Like, you die every night in your sleep?
See what I'm saying? But I can't make Asian jokes. Look at this shit. I'm a protected class too, fucknut. I'm a protected. Obesity is a protected class, dickhead. Yes,
no,
it is.
I'm asking, is that the cause?
I'm just letting you know it's a medical condition.
Well, I apologize. I didn't know any
protected class. You have now hurt my feelings, bitch.
Sad part about it.
I apologize.
You know what? You have some. Lloyd's address is 125.
Fuck off.
The sad part about it is you're saying some shit that somebody would actually say, like, I'm fat and we're in a class that you can't make fun of. You're a bigot. And it's
It is though. Yo. I did make. Hold on, did I ever tell you about I made a joke about being fat and a fat girl got offended? Swear to God, bro.
Fuck
Swear
that
to God,
bitch.
Bro. Yo,
I have saved in my message requests somebody requesting that I not mention Hiroshima because she interviewed a survivor and it's not funny. Even though I mentioned Hiroshima, it's not actually the joke. But she's like, I would prefer that you not use that joke because.
No, dude. So hold up, State Fair, our favorite place, State Fair, just came to me yesterday because somebody got offended. Like, somebody made a homophobic joke, but it wasn't even a joke about LGBT community. It was a joke about himself and having somebody from that community. Now, is the joke not like it is a very blue joke, I will say that, but it is not a Karen joke. So listen, we got a complaint because one of the comedians at a comedy show said something about gay people. And then also because they charged gratuity and they circled it.
Wait, so where does that fall under the
my problem? Yeah.
That's one of those things I really give zero shits about. Like, that's one of those things.
People complain, bro. Is what I'm trying to tell
you. Unless I do something like what Loy's explaining, to where I say something I'm not aware of is wildly culturally insensitive.
Right.
I'm not apologizing for a joke.
Right.
Period.
Right.
So you go to State Fair, you walk your happy little ass up to whoever you want to, or you go to the Funny Bone or an improv or a random little dive bar to tell somebody you got that. I hope they look back at you and they insult your mother to your face.
Hope they insult your mother.
Apologize for your mother raising such a bitch.
I apologize for absolutely nothing.
You shouldn't have been offended. I will not apologize for the joke. Period.
But no, at the end of this day, just to get back on topic, because Terrance is like taking out fucking ads, full press ads at this point. No. So the CPAP machines are like, they recalled the whole rack of them. So like, you know what I'm saying? But there's like different class action lawsuits against these CPAP companies. This is what a lot of people don't understand. First off, one, I know small people with that have sleep apnea. I know big people with sleep apnea. It is not brought on by weight. You already have it. Just more fat people suffer from it.
Got it.
Because no. It's not that they suffer from it. It's that it does exacerbates your situation.
Exacerbates it. Yeah. But a lot of people have it. You said it right. A lot of people have it. I know skinny people that have it. Like,
I don't. But continue.
For real? Yeah, you can get it. So like most people that, all right, this is what it is. Most people that snore, not even joking. Most people that snore have sleep apnea.
Okay.
It's that simple.
Sure, if you say so.
You trying to bait me in?
Yep. Hey, if you say so, doctor.
I'm gonna fuck you up, Lloyd.
I feel like just because he's dating an Asian, he's like smarter now. Like he's got a medical degree.
When I get to Vegas, I'm gonna fuck you up, Lloyd. I'm literally going. When I see you, I'm literally just gonna throw you in the air and see
like
how many people. Yeah. You're gonna be mad. I don't care. I will literally pay my $186.
Yeah,
just to throw you in the air. I don't give a fuck. You get mad.
I'm okay with it because I know you're gonna run out of air after the first time. The second time you'll be winded, so we good. I just gotta survive that first one.
No, so yeah. So either way, so all these people got these CPAP machines that now they don't have. So now they got to go to like all these. Rimstar is like the biggest one. So then they got to go to Rimstar, try to get a replacement CPAP machine. But now the fucking cost of these bitches are fucking skyrocketing like crazy. So
Eddie's so fat he about to die.
Sell yours, die rich.
No. My CPAP is not worth $700. I can tell you that much. I can tell you that much right now. It is not worth $700.
Just lay on your stomach, man.
But
lay on your stomach.
It don't work like that, Terrance. It doesn't work like that.
Lay on your stomach
and
have your head hang over this way, so you
does not work like that.
So
hey. It doesn't work like that, buddy. I can sit in certain positions and not snore.
The question I asked is, so what's the solution? What's your uncle brought that up? Yeah, is it just to bring it up, or?
Oh no, yeah. My uncle's just trying to get. My uncle's like, nigga, we about to get rich, son. I'm like, I don't have one of those machines. Like, my machine didn't get a recall.
Yeah, we bought off of my machine. Okay, I see how.
Yeah.
This is, sorry, I don't know how this.
He has it too. Shout out E Boogie. He has it too.
You better tell Unc, hey, I've been there your whole life, right? So if he's got one that's getting in,
can you will that to me?
Can you switch that over, home? Can you switch that over?
Hey, we both got problems.
Try incline. Yeah. So like that's one of the joints. David's right. So that's one of the joints that people could do. Like there's ways to sleep on, like sleep. If you got sleep apnea, there's ways that you can sleep where, you know what I'm saying, you don't need a machine. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same token, like, I'd rather the machine. I'm like, I've done it, and it's like as soon as your body moves, it's game over. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that machine, I go to sleep in the spot, I wake up in the spot. Simple as that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't sleep on my machine for like 2 days. First off, I'm only sleeping for like 4 hours. and that's like just my eyes was closed, and I don't remember the last 4 hours because I ain't fall asleep.
The split over 8 hours.
Yeah. I didn't even sleep the 4 hours, bro. I think when I went and got tested the last time, I woke up like every 68 seconds or some dumb shit. Like literally, I just wasn't breathing.
Damn.
Like I wasn't sleeping at all. I got it down. Like as you lose weight, like that's what I was saying. Like as you lose weight, you can drop this shit. So like when I dropped like down to 300, like I was only like it was like I was at 30 and I was getting way better rest. And as soon as I gained the weight back, it was like boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
But not weight related. Got it. But not weight related.
I didn't say it wasn't weight related, dickhead.
I was just waiting.
Ass up, you little
I was just waiting for the weight gain back part because you said something about at 300 or whatever, and I was like,
hey, I got pictures from when I was 300, bro. I was nice.
Yeah, but we don't.
I'm still nice. Don't get it messed up.
Elementary school pictures.
I told you I didn't want 20-year-old headshots, Eddie.
Listen.
True.
That's a good callback.
Wow,
too.
that's a great call. You know what? Hold on. That's the where is it?
With it. That's why I'm mad with it. With it. That's why I'm mad with it. Straight out the trap with it. Whatever you want, whatever you need, it's on tab. Get it. That's why I'm mad.